Hello, everybody listening. I am Grace O'Keefe. I am the writer and performer of an A to Z Guide to Dating, which is a one-woman show based on a dating book that my mom actually wrote. Even before you enter the theater, you may have run into me. I will be dressed in a 1950s yellow house dress, kind of styled like I Love Lucy, if that's a familiar reference. I'm wearing an apron that says mom in a heart on the front, and I'm carrying a giant purse, and I have a large Coke with me that I am drinking. During that bit, I might be talking to the audience. I think I mentioned the very important apron with mom in a heart on the front. And I'm wearing glasses. I am wearing a blonde wig. Maybe the illusion isn't shattered, but it's a pretty bad wig. I am a tall white woman, and I am wearing red shoes. And that is how I am dressed for the first bit of the show. Until the opening number. After the opening, or during the opening number, even more exciting, at the line, then you can decide whether Mitch, Matt, or Mike shall accompany you to the ball. I will pull apart my dress to reveal a poofy, kind of ball gowny skirt and a red cap sleeve, short sleeve top. I also had earlier thrown off my mom apron, and during the song, I reveal a second apron that says mommy on rhinestones. That is the outfit for just a little bit before we head to the next number, athleticism. You'll have just missed me grossly eating oysters. Honestly, it's probably for the best. For athleticism, I take off my poofy skirt that I mentioned, and I am down to a pair of bicycle shorts that say mommy in rhinestones on the butt, and there's a thong of that aforementioned red top. Is actually a bodysuit, and the thong goes around the mom and the my. It is very silly. You might notice the butt is a little lumpy. That may come up later. There is a dance number, lucky for you. I'm not a really good dancer. So just imagine I'm really excellent. And that will come into play where I do finish the song in a split, because even though I can't dance, I am a little bit flexible. So that's how we end that number. Everything else should be in that section is all good. And then we move on to the next number, in which I pull up when I say the line. When they have the power to pull up their big girl pants, I do pull up my big girl pants, which are hopefully pink and flared, although this is a costume I'm still currently making as of recording this. So let's hope, imagine it's fantastic, and I will do the same. In this song, which is DEF or DEF, I use a yellow banana and a presentation that goes through the rules D, E, F, that goes deaf as well, meaning yes. And each stands for something which will be outlined in the presentation, but essentially D stands for desire, E stands for eggs, F stands for fear, and hopefully the song explains it as well. But unfortunately, it can be quite confusing without the visual aid. But so you get a little primer on what DEF stands for. I pull up, well, you'll have this anyway, but an audience member to hold it up there for me. At the end, I might give him a hug if he feels up for it. But then we are moving on to our next number, which is a tap dance. The good news is I am, again, not a good dancer. I put on a pink blazer on for this. So at this moment, just to go through, I'm wearing a pink blazer, hopefully the pink flared pants that exist, and a red t-shirt, or cap sleeve kind of bodysuit now. And I do the song Running Late, which again is a tap dance. A visual gag throughout is that I will be tap dancing at the start in sync with a track that I had not putting tap shoes on. So it is tracked, a thing we are doing for this show only, but hopefully it'll be funny. But they'll start in sync with the track. And then as the number goes on, I'll be having more and more trouble keeping up. And that will happen accordingly as I get more stressed throughout the song. I end it collapsed. And then we're moving on to the burlesque number of the show. This one's a bit spicy, but it doesn't get too scandalous. I am going through ways not to have sex. The first thing, I take off my blazer. Hopefully those trousers I mentioned earlier will be tearaway trousers if the tailor I'm talking to all goes well with them. Those will be torn off on the line. That's right, moms have sex too. Tear. That's why you're all here after all. The next thing I do is I really quickly and awkwardly move my leotard down to expose my hairy armpits, which I have dyed pink for emphasis. And then I also pull down both my bicycle shorts and the leotard to reveal, and another little pair of bloomers. There's a lot going on under there, to reveal that this is embarrassing to say, the gusset of my ultimate bodysuit, I am also wearing tights, is lined with bright red fur to simulate pubic hair. As I tell you not to shave in order to have sex, not to have sex. Ooh, Freudian. The next thing is I pull out from my butt the butt gusset. Is that, I don't know if that's the technical term. I pull out a boa that is how should I put this, has a kind of a tampon pom-pom at the end, and also tampons. It's like a tampon boa, a red boa with tampons tied all over it, that I then swirl in the air. You might hear it hit an audience member. Hopefully everyone's, I should put that on my risk assessment. In order to avoid sex, I will hand an audience member a condom that I show off to the audience that says no sex, or it has, one of those little forbidden signs, X over sex, as a little final reminder not to do it. I will talk a little bit, and then I put my mommy apron back on. And when I say the line, you can always masturbate, I pull out a vibrator. You'll hear it buzzing in a second. By the way, I haven't mentioned the book because I pull it out here. I feel like that's burying the lead. It's the vibrator was a lot more exciting, but the book is a nice, lovely yellow with a picture of me on the front and, or on the back, and on the front it says an A to Z guide to dating. Okay, back to the saucy bits. After I drop the reveal, I put on a purple, kind of iridescent robe, that is rhinestoned with rainbow crystals. I tell the audience, my mom has always given me all the attention a girl could ever need, but it still wasn't enough, and now the performance has gone too far. I take off my wig to reveal my normal hair, which is also blonde, but potentially probably dip-dyed pink to match my armpit hair. And that is how I am in the full for the rest of the show. Yeah, so I still have my kind of burlesque, it's like a leopard print, I didn't mention it was leopard print corset, and a pair of kind of frilly leopard print bloomers on underneath, as well as my mommy apron, and then on top is that purple iridescent apron. And that's how I am for the rest of the show. This is a little chaotic, longer than it was meant to be, but I hope you enjoyed hearing about what the show is going to look like, and hope to see you there.